Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here. This is episode 112 of the American Reveille Podcast, and I'm going to say something we all know. The world has no respect for Joe Biden or the United States of America under his administration. All right? Listen, you may not know about this, so pay close attention. Putin himself at the Davos summit, and you know about Davos. If you're listening to this show, you know about Davos and the Great Reset. If not, you need to look back a couple episodes because it's a big deal and it's coming for us, ladies and gentlemen. But at Davos, Vladimir Putin, he addressed the global elite and he said to them, right now, we are the closest we've been tension-wise worldwide at reaching pre-World War II tensions, and we are in danger, all of us, of repeating the mistakes of the past. With a new axis of evil sprouting up, the North Korea, Iran, Russia, China alliance, all right? And now Russia with eyes on the Ukraine once again. China, eyes on Taiwan once again, not to mention the artificial islands that are built next to the Philippines and all kinds of other territorial excursions. Folks, there are foreign powers that commit atrocities, all right? They commit atrocities. They're doing it right now, and they are expanding their territories. So I hate to say it, but Vladimir Putin, he's right. We are this close to a breaking point. And I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but on 112, all right, episode 112 of the American Reveille Podcast, we're going to read that and talk about that. We're going to go over it. Russia's putting troops on the Ukraine border, not just a little bit, a lot of bit. All right. And China, as you know, China has been pressuring nations, cutting off Taiwan, putting money in places that would cause negative effects upon the people of Taiwan. I'm not saying good places or legal places either. I'm making bold claims there, but the CCP is capable of much evil. The main focus of this episode is going to be on Russia, folks. We'll touch a little bit on China, all right? But this is important information that you need to know about next on the American Reveille Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here. Welcome to the 112th episode of the American Reveille Podcast. And I have to tell you something. I really need to, with World War III possibly upon the horizon, all right, I've been binge eating. I'm trying, all right, I've been dieting. I've been doing it on and off. I've been crashing, burning, coming back. I've been busting my butt in the gym, but I've been binge eating, and I'm trying to get off, all right, the roller coaster, the binge eating roller coaster. All right. And I noticed I felt stuffed and bloated and crappy, and I just needed to clean myself out. But I couldn't take myself out of commission. I got stuff to do. I got work to do. All right. I've got big things to do that don't require me being stuck in the restroom for hours on end. Basically, Mount Vesuvius in the toilet bowl. That's all I have to say. We don't want that. We want something gentle. We want something nice. You're like, James, you told me we're going to talk about Russia. What the hell are you talking about? We're going to get to Russia, but Russia's stressing me the hell out. All right, guys. All right. I'm holding the toxins in the body. I feel like crap. I'm bloated. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why I got Life Change Tea. That's why I got Life Change Tea. All right. This stuff is awesome. It's awesome. All right. It's not just because it's a sponsor of my show. Right now, it's the only sponsor of my show. But I'm telling you, I've been drinking this stuff, and it's gentle. It takes care of the bloat, the excess water weight, the excess toxins that I stuffed in my body like an idiot, binge eating and eating like crap. I've cleaned it up. I'm trying to eat healthy again, but this stuff really lightened me up, made me feel emptied out, made me feel a lot healthier. My energy started coming back quicker, and I started being able to feel like my old self again. You know, stress does a hell of a number on you. It really does. All right. Trust me. Listen a couple episodes from now or a couple episodes behind. You'll hear me talk about ancient life oil. That's CBD oil. It's awesome too. But for now, Life Change Tea. Guys, it's really easy to make. All right. You steep the stuff, you boil it, you steep it, you let it sit for a couple hours, you put it in a gallon jug with some water, mix it up. You can put a little Splenda in it, do whatever, make it like an iced tea. But I'm telling you, it all the waste, all the buildup, all the horrible stuff in your gut biome, it just flushes it out, but it doesn't do it like a nuclear blast like some of these other companies, folks. Life Change Tea is awesome, and it's really simple to get it. You go to getthetea.com, G-E-T, the T, T-E-A, of course, getthetea.com. Promo code James, free shipping and handling. Promo code James, free shipping and handling. It's an amazing product, all right? I wouldn't have it here in my studio. I wouldn't actually drink it, all right? I wouldn't have a gallon jug in my fridge that my wife yells at me about full of this tea all the time if I didn't enjoy the product. And now I'm trying to pass that information on to you. Getthetea.com. Promo code James, free shipping and handling. And please, all right, if you're not convinced, stick around for 2-3 minutes at the end of this video and you will see a little video I put together. It's got some cute music. It tells you a little more about the product. You'll know what to do. You'll know what to do. Stick around and watch it. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I greatly appreciate you following the show. If you're not following along yet, if you're on Gab, go find me. All right. American_Reveille. Follow along there. Parlor at the James Lane. Look, I've signed up already for American Reveille. I signed up already for James Lane, all for Trump's new platform that's supposed to be launching. They have a website to reserve. So I did that. All right. I'm on Rumble. I'm on Odyssey. I'm on YouTube. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook and everything else. But we've been shadow banned for a very long time. All right, guys. So you're going to have to find me through the alt tech. I've got a lot of street team stuff, a lot of word of mouth type advertising, guerrilla marketing coming up. It's going to be really cool. We're going to do things old school. All right. Social media, the censorship wall. Just wait till this 80s baby comes and shows the world his 90s tricks, guys, because that's where we're going. All right. Straight 90s. That's what we need. We need some 1990s tricks to get past the censorship wall. So we've got a lot of news on that coming. It's going to be really fun. And you're going to see. All right. You're going to see. I can't just tell you all right now. I can't tell you everything, but you'll really enjoy it. All right. So do me a favor. Keep following me wherever you're seeing me. Even if you're finding me, Rumble, Odyssey, YouTube, whatever, hit the notification bell. Hit that subscribe button. All right. Leave those comments. Share. Talk about this. Tell everybody about this. All right. We've got stickers as well. That's going to be a competition. There's going to be a $200 grand prize for finding the most influential. All right. Maybe not influential. Maybe that's not the word for it. What would a good word be? Maybe highly trafficked, impactful. There we go. The most impactful place, right? You're going to get, my stickers are back there. I don't want to grab them, fall out of my chair, bust my ass. You all laugh at me. It'd probably be good for TV, but then you'd see how fat I actually am. And I don't want you to see that. We got to use the camera magic to shave that 10 extra pounds off. Listen. I got these awesome stickers. I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. I'm going to send them out to people. That's part of our plan. There's a lot more to this, so don't worry. I'm not giving anything away. This is going to come in the next 6 weeks or so. Maybe give or take a week or two. You're going to find a place, an awesome place to put this. You're going to snap a picture, all right? You don't necessarily have to put yourself in there, though it would be nice to find some way to prove it, whether you write a date on your hand or do something like that. The awesomest, best, most impactful place, the most interesting, there's going to be a $200 grand prize. There's going to be $350 runner-ups. It's going to be pretty interesting. I'm going to have fun with it. If it's successful, we're going to run contests like this all year. All right. Screw the censorship. All right. I'll have people on the street in all 50 states running contests where you can win cash prizes. All right. Screw spending all that money on marketing. Why spend all that money? Thousands. Do you know how much it costs, guys? Thousands on marketing. All right. Thousands. Why spend it on social media sites that censor me when I can just give it to you? Right. Don't you patriots need some money? right? I need some money, but I'm willing to put my money on the line and invest in every single one of you that puts the effort in to help my company out and what we're doing to spread the word of the American Reveille across this country. All right? You stick those stickers, we'll get to it. And if you have more questions, if you'd like to pre-sign up for this, email me, jameslane@americanreveille.com, REVEILLE.com. Look, I'm blabbing and blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. All right. There's going to be people already. What are we, like 10, 15 minutes in? Something like that. Maybe less. 9 minutes? I'm going to have people bitching and moaning already. Oh, you talked all about your stuff and you never got to the, listen. All right. If you look at the logo of my podcast, it says enlighten. It says empower. And then there's a third keyword there. It says entertain. All right. I'm going to do the best I can. There's some stuff that I do talk about pretty quick and we get to, but I got to get the news out to you guys too. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. All right. We're going to blow this thing up. I really don't care how it gets done, but we're going to make it happen. I'm not a quitter. I'm not that person that's going to disappear. All right. The other week was the 1 year anniversary. We've been doing this for 1 year. I talked to nobody for like 6 months. All right. Trust me. Nobody's going to make the American Reveille disappear because we're all a part of this amazing, amazing movement. And I'm grateful to be here. And you're going to see some amazing stuff coming up. You really are. I've got such awesome plans in the work, guys. I really do. And there's going to be so much involvement from you guys as well. All right. As we build and build, we'll start trickling these things out. All right. But with that, let's get to Russia, from Russia with love. I don't know why I did that like Arnold Schwarzenegger. From Russia. It should have been, from Russia with love. I can't even, I don't think I can start with the word from, right? How do they do it? Let me take a sip of this water really quick. All right. So I can do a pretty good Russian accent, right? But I always have to, when I warm up, all right, this is my secret. When I was younger, I watched the movie Armageddon a ton with with Bruce Willis, Aerosmith, that whole animal cracker scene. Yeah. Liv Tyler. Anyway. And in that, there was that crazy, the crazy Russian guy that's stuck in the space station and the space station's about to blow up or do whatever. And he's hitting the things with the wrench. And he goes, this is how it fixes it on the Russian space station. This is how the Russian accent comes out. It sounds a little like it's actually terrible right now. We're done. I got to warm up my, what? No, or maybe I don't. This is how we fix it on the Russian space station. That's much better, comrade. There, I have the Russian accent come back. When you don't use it for a very long time, it takes a while to warm it up. Yes, when you do the impressions, that's kind of, how it goes. I wish I had some vodka. That would have warmed it up. Russia massing troops on Ukraine border. U.S. forces in Europe raise watch to highest level. Potential imminent crisis. All right. I need to get the crazy Russian dad that I see on Facebook to read that. Hey, but we got through it. That's the title of this article. All right. This is no joke. All right. But we have a president that is actually taking us to the precipice of World War III. For 4 years during Donald Trump, we heard nothing but the dictator, the Cheeto dictator, the orange man. He's going to get us into war. He's going to get us killed. He's going to get us nuked. All right. And now here's Biden. Barely his foot in the door, if he even knows he's here. Right. He doesn't even know where he is half the time. Barely a foot in the door. And China. All right. In Alaska, giving us the finger practically. You don't have a right to speak to us from a position of power, America. No, we don't under Joe Biden. And it's sad. It's pathetic. And he's selling the boat. He's selling the castle. He's selling the farm. He's giving it all to China. All right. We are rapidly declining. He wants to raise corporate tax to 28%. I believe it is 28%, 25% corporate tax in China. So above socialist China, he's going to raise it. What's that going to do? You raise corporate tax and you stifle the economy, right? You stifle the corporations' ability to do what they need to do. You know, those couple percentage points add up to millions and billions of dollars in large companies. So they have to end up laying off people. They can't do the projects they want to do. Our economy suffers. They're handing it to China. China's trying to take Taiwan, and they've got boats off the Philippines. They're threatening the Philippines. They're threatening Australia. All right. When I said in the beginning, I said Vladimir Putin at Davos, he said to everybody, we're pre-World War II. What does that look like to you when these countries are threatening to take territory? All right. And now we have Russia right outside the Ukraine. You know, when I was a little boy, I didn't know much about this stuff, but in our apartments next door, there was an immigrant family. And it's funny because they were from, I think, Yugoslavia, and there were Ukrainians as well living near us. And all they talked about growing up, right? Growing up and getting out of there, and with the fall of the Soviet Union and all the different horrors that took place in these Soviet countries, and just how thankful they were for being in America. I remember that was impactful to me as a kid. It's funny because I was a boy, and I just, for the life of me, I can't remember the nice woman's name. All right. But I can remember vividly what she looks like in my head. All right. And she looks exactly, are you ready? You might not expect this. She looks exactly like Bruce Willis's, are you ready? Not Armageddon, Pulp Fiction. All right. Pulp Fiction. Bruce Willis's girlfriend, the one who wanted blueberry pancakes, the one where, you know, she was supposed to get the watch off the little kangaroo. Oh, I didn't get your watch. But what about the blueberry pancakes? You know? Yeah, that one. That's what she looked. She literally looked exactly like that. I should probably pull it up. Anyway, for those people that are watching and not just listening, all right, maybe if I just type in Bruce Willis girlfriend in Pulp Fiction. I can't wait till I have a Jamie. My Jamie, if you're out there, please. All right, so she's Portuguese, obviously very different place. All right, but that's what she looked like. Yeah, pretty much. This one right there. Yeah, not Uma Thurman. All right, the one that's her. The one that looks terrified of Bruce Willis. I know it's terrible. But anyway, that's what she looked like. It has nothing to do with it, but it was impactful to me. All right. I learned a lot of stuff about Russia. I've read and listened to, I've done both, the Gulag Archipelagos. All right. Oh, I've listened to all three. I've read the first one. All right. Give me a break. I'm doing the best I can here. But I'm telling you, this was a problem in the 90s. It was a problem during Bush. It was a problem during Obama. They took more territory, like I said, during Obama. Trump put a stop to everything. All right. And now Biden's back, and his weak ass is literally allowing an axis of evil to develop. All right. Iran, North Korea. All right. North Korea is like a freaking James Bond movie. All right. There's like his sister, right? Right? She's like literally fist in the air, murder you all. Like, that's an evil woman. Ooh, right? Like she could be an evil woman Hitler at some point. And nobody can get mad at me saying that. That's like a dictator, the dictator sister of North Korea who's going to end up taking over him when his big, huge butt dies of a heart attack. All right? He's already had a heart issue. And she's like, what, like this little tiny woman, and literally she's going to blow up the world. It's screwed up. Iran, right? Yeah, let's give them all their money back. Thanks, Joe Biden. All right, so they can build nuclear weapons. China and Russia have them. So why don't they just share at this point? Listen, think about how those connect. You have China, you have Russia on top, right? You have Iran, you have North Korea, and they're spreading. These things are connected. It's a giant giant landmass, multiple upon multiple upon multiple upon multiple times the size of the United States. Remember, they're eyeing Australia. They're eyeing the Philippines. They're trying to take Taiwan. That's China, just China. And Russia, again, the Ukraine and other areas, all right? And other areas. This is not good, all right? It's not good at all. It isn't. And it's going to lead to more tensions. All right. We have a failing foreign policy, a failing homeland security and border policy. We have failing everything. And ladies and gentlemen, it can't be. It can't be that they're dumb. All right. There's a reason. There's a reason the migrants are coming. There's a reason that this is happening overseas and America is allowing it. There's a reason for everything, ladies and gentlemen. All right. There's probably even a reason why Major, Biden's dog, bit another person. All right. He's probably like Roddy Piper in the movie They Live. Right. And he can actually see that brain worms have taken over all these people. So he gets by Biden or one of these people. And he's like, you're taking over the world. And then, I can't believe that. Anyway, let's get back to this. All right. Look, we talked long enough. We've got to get into the article, but we had to paint the picture. It's very important you see how close we are to danger, how close we are to danger indeed. And if you're listening, by the way, on Apple Podcasts, I need you to right now head to the ratings section and hit the 5 stars. All right. If you have an extra minute, write in that you love my soothing voice and you want to give me a hug and a high five. I don't know. Just write in whatever you want. But those ratings help move us up the ranking system. More patriots get to see what we're doing. All right. I need your help. With that being said, like I said before, in proper Russian, Russia massing troops on Ukraine border. U.S. forces in Europe raise watch to highest level. Potential imminent crisis that may have also been an impression of Count Chocula. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is by Kristen Taylor. All right. Russian forces massing on the border with Ukraine have prompted the U.S. European Command to raise its watch level to the highest point of potential imminent crisis. All right. This is a New York Times report, came out Tuesday night, had stated that. All right. I got to take a sip of this water, guys. Hold on. All right. On Wednesday, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, spoke to senior Russian General Valery Gerasimov about the buildup. All right. That's what Russia had to say. And now, if you look at this screen here, that looks like something out of a movie from the dystopian future where people can no longer get in the United States and technology is antiquated. We have this map. All right, with obvious positions here. All right, these are, I can see right here, numbers. It's kind of blurry, but it says 21,000. Those are troops, I think 230. Those are tanks with long bore. There 154, all these different things. All right, and you can see these different positions marked here. All right, so these are obvious buildups. I can't tell you, I'm not going to sit here and claim to be some freaking Russian map reader. All right. I'm going to tell you what my common sense tells me. I see red here next to people with guns and things that look like they kill things. And I see a bunch of red here. I've played strategy games. All right. I know how it works. All right. And I know what it looks like when you have, I've seen the History Channel, right? You've seen the History. And listen, I was in the military. All right. I did electronics in the Navy. That's what you do. People have different jobs, right? I'm an electronics technician. That's what I did in the military. All right. Had a blast. Loved the Navy. I miss it every day. All right. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm freaking General Grant staring at map charts. That's not who I am. But I have enough common sense to know what this is and what this looks like. And those are troop positions. Those are troop positions. All right, guys. 4 Ukrainian soldiers were killed last week in an extended battle in the contested, Donetsk region against Russia-backed separatists. You see that? Russia's sponsoring people to fight. Russian forces that were thought to have gathered for training exercises near the border have stayed and now grown in numbers, prompting concerns. Now, under Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama, Russia, under Vladimir Putin, took territory in the former Soviet republics of Georgia and Ukraine, respectively. All right. When Donald Trump was president, Russia took no territory. I seem to recall telling you guys that a few minutes ago. Now, with Joe Biden in the White House, Russia appears to be testing its mettle. All right, let's read this statement right here. The war in eastern Ukraine, which has been on a low simmer for months, drawing little international attention, has escalated sharply in recent days, according to statements on Tuesday from the Ukrainian and Russian governments. In the deadliest engagement so far this year, 4 Ukrainian soldiers were killed and another seriously wounded in battle against Russian-backed separatists in the Donetsk region of eastern Ukraine, the country's military said. It's not good, guys. The soldiers' deaths, along with the buildup of Russian forces on the border, has seized the attention of senior American officials in Europe and Washington. In the past week, the U.S. military's European command raised its watch level from possible crisis to potential imminent crisis, the highest level in response to the deployment of additional Russian troops. So it says here Russia's moves have divided Washington, and you know what's happening in Washington right now. You know that there's all kinds of craziness happening, from the socialists running around to the rhinos, to the Republicans, to the non-Republicans, to gun rights, to no gun rights, to George Floyd, not George Floyd. You're a racist. You're not a racist. White, anti-white, anti-woke. Everyone's out of their damn mind. All right. That's kind of the difference, right, between this period before World War II, as Vladimir Putin might put it, and the real period before World War II. I don't think we had our heads up our asses trying to figure out how many genders there were, all right, in 1930. This is going to unfold very interestingly. That's all I have to say about that. I can't speculate whether it'll be nasty. I can't speculate whether it'll be peaceful. All I can speculate on is it's going to be interesting, because Washington literally has its head right up its own ass. Some officials, we're reading again, some officials believe Russia is mostly engaging in saber rattling, sir, and is not eager to renew its offensive. Others, though, are more worried, believing that Mr. Putin's intentions are not clear and that an operation meant to test new president could quickly escalate in something much more ominous. Yeah, because if Russia sees truly how weak Biden is, and do you really think Putin doesn't? He challenged him to an on-air debate, all right, which Biden declined because he's too busy. He's too busy freaking sitting by the pool somewhere, freaking forgetting who he is and what he ate for breakfast. This week, General Todd D. Walters, the head of U.S. European Command, raised the American military's watch level for a second time in several days after Russian troops failed to leave Ukraine's border region. American strategists had expected the troops to depart the area about 30 miles from Ukraine's border after the conclusion of military exercises on March 23rd. American estimates of how many additional Russian troops have been sent to the border have varied. One official said there were roughly 4,000. All right. So this number, the 4,000, who knows? I know that it's set up here in this chart, 21,000 right there. But then again, at the same time, I can't read. Can you read this? This looks like it should be on the back of something rusted and iron and gigantic somewhere in the dystopian future. All right. So maybe it's 21,000, maybe it's 4,000, maybe it's whatever it is. I don't know. We'll keep reading the article. We'll find out if it tells us. All right. Fox News reporter Lucas Tomlinson on the general-to-general phone call, quote, U.S. military's top officer Mark Milley, General Mark Milley, or Milley, who knows, probably Milley, spoke by phone, maybe Milley, whatever, to Russia's top general, and I'll say it again, Valery Gerasimov, following the buildup of Russian forces on the Ukraine border. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, U.S. military top officer General Mark Milley spoke on the phone. I'm not going to read that 10,000 times to you. We know they spoke on the phone. Hooray. Also on Tuesday, Russia warned about possible civil war in Ukraine. So is it possible that they're saying there could be a civil war so that they go in under the guise of intervening and saving the country, and that's their interesting strategy of taking the Ukraine back? Or is something actually happening? Russia's making recent military moves and disinformation on Ukraine. It's increased significantly over the past few weeks. Meanwhile, Putin's crony press secretary Peskov expresses concerns over a threat of war. Unbelievable gaslighting. Hope the West will actually respond this time. This is someone named Olga Lautman, all right? Probably some American that has an opinion that's either from the Ukraine or who knows. I have no idea who Olga Lautman is. Video reportedly filmed in Russian-occupied Crimea, taken Tuesday. I don't know what that is. The Poster's Twitter page has several videos reportedly showing Russian military vehicles, being transported to occupied Crimea. All right. Listen, guys. All right, they're building up troops. A lot of the times that's a bluff, but who knows? Who knows these days? We can't be sure with a president like Joe Biden. We can't. All right. This is a translation from the Ukraine Pravda on the buildup published Tuesday with from the article. All right. Recently, under the guise of preparing for future military exercises, West 2021, Russia is withdrawing troops to the border with Ukraine in the Bryansk and Voronezh regions of the Russian Federation and to the occupied Crimea. This is the source, commander-in-chief of the armed forces, Russian Kamchak, during a speech in the Verkhovna Rada on Tuesday. According to him, as of March 30th, there are 28 battalion tactical groups of the enemy along the Russian-Ukrainian border and the occupied territories of Donbass and Crimea. All right. The Ukrainian commands expects that Russia will soon assemble up to 25 more battalion tactical groups near the Ukrainian border and in Crimea, which, together with the available deployed forces and means near the state border of Ukraine, pose a threat to the state's entire military security. All right. Sounds like a lot of money. All right. That would have to literally be spent by a country that doesn't always have a lot of money, Russia, for nothing, just a bluff. I wonder what it could turn out to. Kamchak also said that since the occupation of Crimea in 2014, Russia's increased its military presence on the peninsula to 32.7 thousand troops, guys. In particular, in mid-March 2021 at the Crimean Range Opuk, the Russian army practiced the landing of air and naval landings with the participation of 2 battalions and artillery. After the exercises, the military units remained in the area of the test site. 5 more battalions joined them. Guys, we're distracted. The great savior of world peace and democracy and capitalism is distracted. All right, we're distracted arguing about racism that doesn't exist in the way people have been misled to believe it exists, while elites are getting richer, all right? And while we're fighting amongst each other for no damn reason whatsoever, our enemies are laughing and they are gaining territory. Plain and simple. Russia's no joke, all right? Russia is no joke. China, too. We talked in the beginning about China and Taiwan. We know that they're oppressing people there. They're cracking down. They're trying to take it back over. And what if they do take it over? What are we going to do about it? Again, nothing. I don't think we're going to do anything about it. Look, as soon as I hit this, I type China, Taiwan, and I hit news. China's military preparing for U.S. intervention in Taiwan Strait. China media warns Japan. No, Japan, you better not side with Taiwan in the U.S. All right, BBC, China correspondent John Sudworth moves to Taiwan. He was threatened in China. He had to flee to Taiwan. All right. Is China preparing for war over Taiwan? The evidence looks scary. You know, the BBC, this is that correspondent. They moved him from Beijing after he was being attacked for reporting on the Uyghur genocide. All right. China is attacking this man. They're attacking him. China pushed to poach Taiwan's semiconductor technology. There's them stealing technology again. All right. This stuff just keeps going on and on. Palau president visits Taiwan despite Chinese pressure, trying to get those people not to support. They're attacking all kinds of people. All right, all kinds of people in hopes that it'll keep them from helping Taiwan and siding with Taiwan. It's literal suffocation of a country, and it's happening all over the place. Our enemies are getting stronger. Our enemies are emboldened. Our enemies are powerful. All right, and Biden is aiding and abetting our enemies, whether he knows it or not. He is weakening America in the name of social justice and literal psychopathy. All right. Literal insanity, literal craziness. All right. This is a sellout to the American people, and it's a sellout to the American way of life. All right. But that's all right. That's all right, because we, the Americans, the people, all of us together, the patriots of this country, we're the ones that are going to end up standing up to this stuff. We're the ones that will pressure the right people in the right places. And in the end, all right, this too shall pass. Joe Biden will be gone, and the sun will rise on the right once again in this country. But for now, we go through the suck. All right. But you have to know what's happening. You have to be prepared. You have to know who's at fault, who's responsible, and why we are in this situation. Joe Biden's weak foreign policy and obvious incompetence and obvious dementia. I'm going to say that because we're at a point where his mental faculties are literally day to day at this point. He has invited our enemies. All right. He's invited terrorists. He's literally opened the gates and invited the wolves straight to our doorstep, ladies and gentlemen. So let me ask you a question. What are you going to do to keep your mouth open and to say the right things, do the right things, and push for the right causes? What are you going to do to help? Who are you going to call? What letters are you going to write? How are you going to contribute to the cause? All right. The best thing you can do is to not stay silent. All right. Keep informed and keep that mouth open. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, before the Second Amendment ever saves anybody, the First Amendment will keep us from having to go there if we all shout loud enough. All right, folks, thank you for watching this episode 112 of the American Reveille Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. If you're listening, wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, wherever you're following, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, follow along, like, leave a comment, share. I'm relying on you. All right, stick around for a few minutes. Check out the quick commercial on Life Change Tea. That's getthetea.com. Promo code James for free shipping and handling. All right. I'm on Gab. I have a newsletter. We have a website. We have everything. We're on Parler. We're all over the place. Social media, all different platforms. Just look right in the description section below. All right. And if you don't know how to get the tea, if you don't know how to do any of this, it's literally in the description section below. Everything you need. All right, folks. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the privilege to get to report this stuff to you and have a good time talking about it, laughing about it, making light of some of it, and getting this serious information in the hands of the patriots. And I will see you on the next episode. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here, and I want to tell you about Life Change Tea. That's right, Life Change Tea. I have a pack of it right here. Listen, as many of you know, I've been working really, really hard to get back in shape, okay? I was thinking lately, right? And you should probably be thinking about it too. With how crazy everything is, with how unstable the government seems, with all of these socialists, all of this leftist insanity. You would just call it insanity. Who knows when the hell I'm going to have to run, or when I'm going to have to, I don't know, save my family from something. I don't know. So I was getting fatter and fatter and fatter, feeling crappier and crappier and crappier. My diet was junk. I started by cleaning up the diet. I've been working out more and more, but I was still bloated. I was still gassy. I was still feeling crappy. And I finally decided to pull out an old trick in the book. All right. Something that I used for weight weight loss in the past. And I was thinking about a cleanse, right? Maybe take something that would help me evacuate my bowels a little bit, if you know what I mean. But what I found was something different. I found Life Change Tea. All right, www.getthetea.com. I found this Life Change Tea, and instead of a 7-day or a 14-day cleanse, a 3-day cleanse, what they were offering was a daily tea, like a daily delicious iced tea, not some kind of weird hot tea or some kind of nasty tasting thing. No, this was a health supplement. All right, I started reading about it, and they were talking about all these herbs, these ancient herbs, right? Look at this: organic blessed thistle herb, malva leaf, organic marshmallow leaf. I didn't even know what the heck a marshmallow leaf was. Apparently, it's for anti-inflammatory and antioxidants and stuff. I looked some of this stuff up. It's crazy. Milk thistle extract that cleans your liver and kidneys. I mean, there's all these different things in here, but I was happy. I was attracted to it because it was all natural. It was put together in the US, right? Obviously, they've got to get spices from these very special places. Not spices, but these special herbs. They got to get them from special places around the world, but it's all done here. It's packaged, put together, and blended accordingly right here in the USA. All right. And I tried it, and it was delicious. Look at this. I'm old school. I fill a jug. You see this big jug right here? And for those listening over there on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and everything like that, I'm holding this big gallon jug that used to be full of water. See those tea bags floating in the bottom there? This was full, guys. But I've been drinking it every day, twice a day, 8 ounces. Take a listen. Pour it in the glass. Oh yeah, that's not a sound effect. That's real. Look at this. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. And mabuhay to all my Filipino friends out there. I have the mint flavor. It's actually really good. I really like it. It's yummy. Look, this stuff's good. I can take that right now. I'm going to do 2 hours of podcast recording after this. It's not like me drinking that's going to send me running to the back. It's gentle. It's good stuff, all right? So it's got all these herbs. They cleanse you out. They make you regular again. They clean the toxins out of your system. They help you clean the extra waste that's been stored up in the colon, the stuff that's not healthy for you, not good for you. It keeps the bloat down. I don't feel so swollen. You know how you feel like swollen sometimes? Your fingers hurt? Yeah, you don't feel like that. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. So it's good stuff, guys. Listen, you have to go to getthetea.com, GETTHETEA.com, www.getthetea.com, www.getthetea.com. Promo code James, folks. Promo code James. That'll get you free shipping and handling. It's not expensive. It's good stuff, all right? It helps maintain your health. It cleanses your body from all kinds of toxins, all kinds of things that can cause colds and flus and different things like that. It keeps the bugs out real good. It helps your digestion, all right? Just like I've been saying, my bloats, I feel so much better, guys. I feel so much better. And just in this journey that I'm taking to get back in shape, I really feel like it's helping me immensely. It really is. I really think so. So try it out, guys. Life Change Tea. You just saw me drink a bunch of it. You just saw my almost empty jug. That's, by the way, like the 3rd jug. All right. That's not the first jug. Not the first jug at all. Trust me. It's good stuff, guys. You're not going to be disappointed. You're going to thank me. All right. www.getthetea.com. www.getthetea.com. Get your Life Change Tea. Use the promo code James. Free shipping and handling. Thanks, guys.